if you're like me, you probably spend a lot of time thinking about riding your bike. It's easy to get caught up in thinking about your bike and the epic ride that you're gonna go on eventually, but then you don't actually ride that much. I find that there's just one reason that's keeping me from riding your bike. It's probably the same for you. Here's what I found. Instead of just riding your bike, you try to plan how you're gonna ride your bike. And that makes it so you have lots of excuses to not ride your bike. For example, today, I was gonna ride my bike in the afternoon. I was gonna go out to this cool spot that I've never been to. It would take a time commitment and something came up and I couldn't do it. And I thought to myself, well, I guess I just won't do the ride. That's easy to do. It's easy to not do something versus to do something. And then I was like, well, I don't need to do that whole thing. Why don't I just do something? Doing something is always better than nothing, normally. So, how do we avoid this problem of not doing what we want to do because we want it to be big? That is, make it small. I think having realistic expectations and goals is a good way to actually get stuff done. You know, that 100-mile ride on the weekend is great, but try to do 20, try to do 30. Whatever you can do is what you should do. The second thing that I'd recommend is try doing things by yourself. Doing things with friends is super fun too and helps you grow and find new places. I think that's great, but it's hard to line up schedules. Everybody's busy and, you know, if your friends aren't available, try doing something on your own. Solo adventure is always fun and good for the soul as well. And my final tip is to try doing something local, or at least something where you can just go out from your home. This applies to a lot of mountain bikers I know, including myself, where we don't really have trails that you can bike to. You have to put the bike on a car and you can't just go do that really easily. So, you don't have to ride on trails. You could try exploring and you never know what you'll find. Exploring out of your back door is one of the most fun things that I've done so far, and you never know what's out there until you go explore it. Alright, well, thanks for joining me today on this interesting ride. It was just something that popped up into my brain today, and it was just something that I experienced today where I planned to do a cool ride and then something happened and I couldn't do it. And I modified my plans and had a good time riding. And I hope other people can learn from this experience and have a better year on the bike. Don't forget to go out and ride. Goodbye.